Army or Team Must Alliance. It's me, Spikes1000 here. Coming to another video. In this video, I am doing more Tensura Seas. Yeah, and it turns out you're actually getting 2 videos this week, not just 1. I've already stated that in my last video. But in the next video, I am planning on doing foods as dragons. But anyways, for this video, let's roll intro and let's go into this video and let's go. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Okay, name is Bon. It's spelled B-O-N, not B-A-N for the record. Race Kijin. Skill Bloodlust Beast. Unique skill. This unique skill gives the user the ability to control one's own bloodlust. This skill is extremely powerful, and when in danger, it would automatically take over. It is notoriously hostile, and one sub-skill of it is actually Great Sage. This skill was created by, the base of the skill was created by Rimuru and given to Bon as a starter skill. But it was eventually called Bloodlust, but eventually evolved into Bloodlust Beast because of all the rage Bon felt because of his extra skill and mortality. And this extra skill pretty much gives him magic resistance, spiritual attack resistance, and physical attack resistance, and as well as element nullification. Pretty much anything makes him sick is not going to work. Poison resistance as well. He is an immortal, like I stated, but he's been named Bon for years. When I say years, I mean he was originally named by Guy Crimson years ago, but ever since then, for some reason, he's lost his named property. He's still been a Kijin, but he's been a nameless Kijin. That was until Rimuru found him and named him Bon and gave him the unique skill Bloodlust. It eventually, like I stated earlier, transformed into the unique skill Bloodlust Beast. Now, with this unique skill, it can actually create weaponry out of it. And instead of this diminishing the bloodlust, it actually makes the bloodlust more violent. The bloodlust also has a somewhat similar ability to Guild's Chaos Eater, or what's his name? Or the ultimate skill, God of Darkness, Nyx's Shadow Eater. This is known as a bloodlust eater. Bloodlust eaters will actually devour other one's bloodlust. Doing this actually greatly increases the other user's magicules, but it does take up a good chunk of magicules from the actual user. But they also gain more power with this. Now, like Great Sage, it can actually talk to the user. But it can also not just talk telepathically, it can also talk out loud. And the downside of this is pretty much that it's mostly just a very violent idea. But it can actually come up with some pretty decent ideas once it's tamed. Let's go on to the next one, shall we? The next one is named Oryx. It's hard to pronounce this guy's name. Race Beastman. Unique skill, or Angel. This unique skill was also a very interesting one, in the fact that it was actually created by an angel trying to turn into a higher divine spirit. But it failed and turned itself into a unique skill. For how this happened is still unknown. Rimuru knows, but he won't tell me because he can't say it with a straight face. It's so funny. Well, let's just say that from what I found, the voice of the world just thought it was growing more and more powerful. It just turned him into a unique skill, from what I've been able to understand. That's my theory, anyways. But anyways, the unique skill Aura Angel, the host of it is Aura X. Aura X is a beastman that was named by Rimuru himself, and was placed under the control of Bimaru's subordinates. He's one of the few non-ogres in that group, and he's actually one of the best fighters and healers there. He's been learning healing from Shin'en for some time. He's actually gained the extra skill Poison Resistance. Well, he's gained the Poison Resistance thanks to trying Shin'en's cooking. He's always been on one to get a resistance to nearly anything. It's because of his unique skill, Aura Angel, that is. Aura Angel, though, does give him the ability of spiritual attack resistance. And much very similar to Bloodlust Beast, he also has the ability to create weaponry from said aura. Now, the aura could also act as Bloodlust, causing it to be more hostile, but it would also be more on the healing side as well. Very much similar to the ultimate skill, Balanced. These are just two fragments of it and are greatly increased in power. Now, overall, he does actually have wings that are made up as aura, and a halo. He can also heal people with his aura, but overall, the skill is just kind of broken. I have been doing research, and Rimuru has actually made copies of these two unique skills because he finds them relatively interesting. And I've been going to talk to him later about possibly making a new ultimate skill. More, I will have to research some parts of this later. Next one is named Thorax. His race is Insectar, praying mantis type. And his skill is Atomics. Atomics has two sub-skills of, a unique skill known as mechanical manipulation, but the sub-skills of it are magical manipulation, or better known as magic manipulation, earth manipulation, and a few others. And the other one is, how do you say this? It's nuclear magic. Although it's not it's somewhere on the long lines of Demon Lord Caria's, or patron rank. I forget her rank number, but somewhere on the long lines of Caria's power. It's a very nasty explosion, but they barely ever use this ability. This gives them, but they actually do have the ability to create two sword-like fangs coming out, not really fangs, but more like spikes coming out of their arms, and it can coat this in radiation. Radiation is something that Rimuru told us about from his world. Radiation is caused by a nuclear bomb going off. And by that, a nuclear bomb is pretty much something that is so hot, it pretty much requires splitting an atom. What is an atom? He said it's very similar to magicals, except it's made up of everything else. Non-magical is what are made up of atoms. Magic too, but they are unique. They're magical atoms. But he will tell us more later as well. Trust me, my job is just to do research and trying to figure out a database of, more like logs of people with these skills that are living in Tempest, that are adventurers and just overall relatively powerful. That's what Rimuru wants me to do. But I have figured out a few other things. That being that some people are planning on attacking. But they're not gonna live much longer, I can tell you that much for sure. Anyways, back to Thorix. Other than that, his unique skill is by far one of the strongest I've seen. Still not anywhere as near as powerful as Aura Angel or Bloodlust Beast, but still powerful in its own right. Okay, now for the final one. The final one is by far the only ultimate skill user I have seen that has been able to fully comprehend Rimmer's lessons on his world. Not just when Adam is and Rimmer is doing this, so that way we can actually further develop more and more technology. And he's also stated the states of matter, or as we put them, elements. It turns out that they're all connected to one another. Air, water, fire, earth. Earth is a solid, air is a gas, water is a liquid, and fire is a plasma. Plasma is just a superheated gas. Now, there are other elements or other states of matter that are more interesting. There's other states of matter that have properties of both but are completely different ones. This guy, his name is Elthor. Race Cryptid. Skill Matter God. Ultimate skill. Matter God allows him to control what Rumor stated as the 3 primary states of matter and plasma. He can do, well, this is pretty much a more powerful version of Elemental Storm. Although it's not as powerful as Elemental Storms in some regards. He can't control light and darkness. But what he can do is generate electricity a whole lot better and easier than pretty much nearly anyone else can. He is also by far one of the more skilled fighters. Using water, the water element, liquid state of matter, he can actually use it to increase his own strength and durability because of him encasing ice or controlling solids around him into pretty much a solid form or shield. It's a very powerful ability, and the sub-skills are air manipulation, fire manipulation, wind manipulation, and water manipulation. Although I don't think water manipulation is an actual sub-skill. Anyways, these are all extra skills, but they have been so humbly refined that they have actually evolved into more powerful versions called controls. Earth control, wind control, or air control, water control, and fire control pretty much allows the user to just borderline control the element to the fullest degree, meaning they can generate it themselves out of pretty much nothingness. So, yeah, that's all for today. Well, I hope you all enjoyed today's video, because I'm afraid that's all the time I got for today. Until next time, subscribe today, join the Sparkers Army, or Demons Alliance. Goodbye, and peace out, everyone.